We now turn to the UC package. With the cooperation of Ranking Member Grijalva and the other members of the committee, it appears that we have worked out an agreement on 5 bills scheduled for markup today. As we have done before, rather than going through a formal markup process for each of the bills, I will make a single unanimous consent motion to report out the bills favorably with any amendments that have been filed and agreed to. Before we begin, does any member seek time to speak on any of the bills in this unanimous consent motion? Ms. Ridewagon,
Yes.
you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman and Ranking Member Grijalva, for including my bill, South Pacific Tuna Treaty Act of 2023. I also want to thank Representative Case for his co-sponsorship of this bill. This bill implements the changes that the signatory parties of the treaty agreed to back in 2016. The governments that are party to the treaty, including the United States, have been applying many of the treaty amendments provisionally under a memorandum of understanding adopted concurrently with the amendments themselves. However, in the absence of U.S. amendments to implementing legislation, key provisions of the domestic regulatory regime continue to reflect aspects of the treaty prior to the 2016 amendments being adopted. As a result, since 2017, the fleet has been operating in a kind of limbo with conflicts between certain operational conditions in the amended treaty and those reflected under the domestic regulatory regime. It's vital that we pass this bill to end this limbo and to support the American fishing industry in the Pacific. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I yield back.
Gentlelady yields back. Does